What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, we're talking all things exhaust on Project Raptor. Now, as you guys already know, since you're watching this video, this exhaust is not stock. It's completely custom. It's a custom straight pipe that I've been working on for maybe a year or two now. Let's go ahead and jump into the full setup of the exhaust, and then I'll let you guys hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, so starting off at the front of the Jeep. So for those of you that may not know, in all 2007 through 11 Jeep JK and JKUs, they had the 3.8 liter V6 or they had the 2.8 liter diesel. I don't know anything about that diesel motor. I've heard it wasn't the best, and the 3.8 liter was the option at the time, the best option at the time over the diesel. Anyway, so we have the stock manifolds or the headers up in the front. Not much I could say about that. I have swapped the O2 sensors out a few times. I know you guys can't really see what I'm talking about here, but this is the headers right here and the pipe that goes down. But I have swapped the O2 sensors out a few times. These are brand new. I just put them in there maybe a week or two ago. These are made by NTK, which is a off-brand, or basically the same brand as NGK, a really trusted brand that I've never had an issue out of. And I'll link those down in the description box below. Not much else I could say about these. They're stock, they're 13 years old, the OEM ones. And let's just go ahead and move on underneath the Jeep, and I'll show you what I did next. All right, guys, so I'm having to go free-handed here, so I apologize for the camera work, but moving on past the headers, where the cats used to sit, as you guys can see, there was one right here and there was one right there. Now, so I cut the cats off, and for about 2 days, that's all I could really bear of the loudness of just the 3.8 liter. Excuse me. I just had no pipe in between there, and it was loud as shit. And I finally bought these piping, the piping area that you see that's welded on right there. Not very good, but that is there. I bought that off of summitracing.com. I'll link those in the description box below, along, of course, with these NTK O2 sensors. And took it to my local exhaust shop, and they welded them in place. And I also bought these spark plug non-foulers. As you guys can see, that's what the O2 sensors are screwed into. And they welded in, my local exhaust shop welded in a little threaded piece here, and they screwed one of the non-foulers in place. I also took this non-fouler here and like drilled it out to where it was hollow, and I screwed the O2 sensors in place, and they welded it all in together, and it took my engine coat away after the cats were cut off. So I just wanted to cut in between segments here and make a disclaimer. I would recommend reading up on your state or county laws on, I would say I guess they're county laws on vehicle inspections. Before the first of this year, 2023, we had it to where your vehicle had to get inspected to get tags for your vehicle, right? Or your tags renewed for your vehicle. So I couldn't cut my cats off for that reason. But as the first of the year striked, I cut them off the first chance that I got. Now, of course, there are people out there that don't follow those county guidelines or whatever, and cut them off anyway. I'm just making this as a disclaimer, where I'm not telling you guys to go out there and cut the cats off all your vehicles or your Jeep or whatever vehicle you may own. I'm just making this as I would follow your guidelines of your, or read up on the guidelines of your county or where you live, and see if you guys require your cats or you don't. So I'm not saying to follow the guidelines. Some of you may, some of you may not. And yeah, so I don't know. I've filmed this 14 different times already, so I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, but just read up on your county guidelines and go from there. All right, let's get back into the video. All right, so back to it. I will link everything that I did under here and to the cat's area in the description box below. Also, if you guys want to cut your OEM cats off and replace them with a more high performance catalytic converter, I will also link some of those in the description box below and what I recommend. But if you want to be loud and proud like me, I highly recommend it. It's really fun and really loud, and you get a little bit more performance out of your vehicle. I'll link the non-Fowlers, O2 sensors, and the piping in the description box below. And let's go ahead and move back to the back of the Jeep. All right, so moving past this, we've got still some of the stock OEM piping here. And then we get to this. This is a Cherry Bomb GlassPack. As you can see a little bit, it was red, but it wasn't a high heat kind of paint job on the GlassPack. This was a 2-inch GlassPack. I got it from Summit Racing. I'll link it in the description box below. I didn't have this on here for a while. I just cut the cats off, straight piped it there, and then had this piping all the way out the back. But then I added this on here because it was a little too loud. So I added this on here, and it's still loud, but it's a little bit quieter than it was before. So I'll link this down in the description box below, and let's go ahead and move on to the very rear of the Jeep. So coming onto the rear of the Jeep, after the GlassPack, it goes over the rear axle here and dumps right here. Now this is a tip I got from my local O'Reilly's. It was like 50 bucks or so. You can get it for cheaper at your local hardware auto store, and this is it. This is all I've got. We had the original one. The first thing I did on this was I took the original muffler off that sat right here in the stock location, and it was a lot louder, of course, because it had that big drum on there holding in all the exhaust fumes and notes, and it made it a little louder, which was really awesome. And y'all can just do that and it will be louder than it was if you didn't want to cut the cats off. But this is a true straight pipe system. I'm gonna set the camera up so where you guys can hear it, and let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so now I'm gonna let you guys hear it. This is a cold start. I haven't started the Jeep up in a few days, so let's see how she sounds. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, comment down below your guys' exhaust setup on your Jeep, or if you're running an exhaust setup at all. Subscribe for more videos like this. I am back full-time on YouTube, and more videos are on the way. Probably the next video you guys will see is a long-term review of the TerraFlex Falcon Nexus EF 2.2 adjustable stabilizer, a video I did about a year ago on the install. We're going to give you guys a full in-depth review of it alongside the RPM steering 2.5 ton tie rod. And then we've got a brake video. I'm going to show you guys how to install front and rear brakes on this Jeep or any Jeep from 2007 through 2018. And yeah, so that's the future of this channel. We've got a lot more coming. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.